What's going on? What's going on? It is the HODLs, guys. It is Monday. This is the start of a new work week. This is the beginning of the fourth quarter of 2023. 23, the Jordan year. This is the opportunity of a lifetime as we are in the belly of a Bitcoin accumulation cycle, in my opinion. Before the halving, just 6 months out from the Bitcoin halving, where half of the amount of Bitcoin that's mined in circulation, or the amount of Bitcoin mined in circulation is being cut in half, which is always preceding a Bitcoin bull market. And now that we have demand, the market for Bitcoin has matured. We're seeing demand, we're seeing the institutions get involved, and we see them looking for a place to bring massive amount of capital. I believe that this is the perfect time to be working, to be doing something, and not to be bothered with the opinions of others. Not for wolves to be bothered with the opinions of sheep, guys. There is no, I remember P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs said, there's no ego in getting this paper, right? You'll bust to a different city, to a different country if you have to get the money. And I remember hearing this in one of his motivational videos about 10 years ago when I was in college, maybe a little longer than that. And he said, there's no ego in getting this paper. But I feel like there's a lot of ego out there. So if you don't got no ego in getting this paper so you can stack sats, which is the smallest unit of Bitcoin, so you can secure your future for your family and for yourself and try to reprice your energy, then I hope you're doing it responsibly. I hope you're doing it with a peer-to-peer decentralized exchange where you can avoid KYC, such as HODL.com, where all you need is an email address and password, link down below for HODL.com. And then when you acquire your absolute scarce asset, then I hope that you're considering using a hard wallet, a cold storage wallet, such as the Cold Card wallet, which is open source and it is popular amongst the Bitcoin community, and it's a Bitcoin only wallet. Check it out, the link down in the description below for CoinKite.com for your cold storage wallet needs. Let's get it. It is no ego in getting this paper, especially during these times. If you really understood the brevity of the situation that we're in this world, I can go on and on about, everybody knows price inflation is going on. Everybody knows that cost of living, or quality of life is going down, especially in first world countries. We all know that real estate is too damn high for people to afford, especially the younger generation. We know there's a disparity in wealth between races due to historical reasons. And we know that there's a disparity in wealth between the poor and the rich that's ever increasing due to the fiat money Ponzi scheme, as these folks who are able to borrow money at no interest rate, who are able to have inheritance, they continue to accumulate assets, while the working class person who works for the dollars, the depreciating asset, not even an asset, but the depreciating thing, they're holding that, while the rich is holding the appreciating thing. And this Bitcoin, I think, affords the everyday person to the opportunity to hold something, to hold a appreciating thing with a low threshold to get involved, right? Without having to go through all this red tape, this regulation, borrowing at high interest rates and so forth, because you can buy it at fractions. You can't buy a house in fractions. You can't buy a fraction of Empire State Building. You just can't do it. So this is where we're at. Now, when it comes to stacking, when it comes to wanting to take advantage of this moment in history that we're living in, this will go down in history. When it comes to Bitcoin specifically, whatever shitcoin you want to get into besides Bitcoin, if you're taking advantage of this opportunity, wow, people are forgetting about the market. People are literally ignoring Bitcoin and the crypto market. They're repeating the same mistakes they have in previous cycles, where they're going to miss out on the appreciation. Then you know, like if you're understanding this, then you know that you need to be in position to take advantage. And a lot of people will tell you to not work, you're going to be a wage slave. But they're not. But what these people fail to have a concept of is the concept of context. Wage slave, working for fiat, being poor, and all this shit. That is in context of you holding dollars to try to save in dollars, so you could try to get a basic quality of living that past generations were afforded by doing the same thing, which doesn't exist anymore. That's when you're a wage slave. When you have debt that you have to service with those dollars as well. So you have to continue working to service things that you have to repay in dollars. That's debt. You have to repay things in a depreciating thing such as dollars. That is technically a wage slave, right? But when you are actually working for something valuable because you're actually converting that fiat currency that's depreciating into the most scarce, desirable, appreciating asset that's going to reprice your energy, such as Bitcoin, then are you really a wage slave at that point? So it's all about context, and it's all about what you're breaking down definitions. I like to break down things. And so there's no ego in doing this right now. There really isn't. It does not make any rational sense whatsoever. If you haven't gotten a business off the ground that's thriving just yet, it makes absolutely no sense to do it right now when you can get involved in something that's already cash flowing, that's already a somewhat robust industry where you can just jump in. You can get the work, you can jump in, you can start being a seller or a producer in it, because the market is already matured. There's already a market. There's no time to try to be Albert Einstein, which took him a long time to come up with the theory of relativity so he can create the Manhattan Project, or that contributed to the Manhattan Project. There's no time to be Jeff Bezos right now, where you're sitting in your bedroom building out software. I mean, it's just not the time, in my opinion. The time is to take advantage of the times. The time is to be ready so you don't have to get ready. You need to be bringing in income. You need to be acquiring Bitcoin now, or whatever shitcoin you want. Because this is the moment, if you put it in context, where likely you will not see these opportunities again. And this is what I put in a quick Twitter feed. I said about AI, right? AI beginning to, the AI revolution starting to deteriorate and really influence the U.S. job market, or any job market, right? And I said, you need to buy Bitcoin before AI takes your job. Because if it takes your job, you ain't gonna make no money, right? It's even gonna disrupt your business. So whatever business your ego is hanging on, because you think you look down on a person's way of getting to the bag, especially when they're acquiring Bitcoins. It doesn't even matter at that point. So when you're looking at AI getting ready to take your job, you have to wonder, how can you get around it? How can you prepare for that? How can you even halfway survive? Bitcoin is the best bet, in my opinion. Bitcoin gives you the low time preference that you need in order for you to really analyze the job market, to reevaluate the job market, to learn a new skill so you can better navigate the new economy, the new digital AI-driven economy that's coming. That's going to take a lot of jobs. You need that time. You're not able to be in survival mode, being a wage slave because you're earning in fiat currencies and you're saving in it, to try to live to try to be on par with the quality of life that's been continuously dissipated. And then you're gonna try to learn a subject while you're in like dire thirst for some type of relief. It's not gonna happen. You need a break. You need a lower time preference lifestyle. You need something that you need an asset that's going to reprice your energy and slow down your day to day, so you're able to afford yourself that mental clarity, that peace, that time to skill up so you can survive in the AI coming world. So this is what I got in mind when I think about buy Bitcoin before AI takes your job. But anyways, it's a lot. I know I'm a little bit all over the place, but I want to chime in, share some thoughts as, don't let nobody who's short-sighted, who can't hold sophisticated ideas and be able to break them down, don't let their opinions deter you from the end game. I'm out. Till next time.